that secret societies and backdoor dealings were a major problem during his presidency, and we know where that led to, his assassination. So when we have a person like George Bush espousing a new world order under the United Nations and global governance, and then on the other side of the supposed spectrum, we have people like Al Gore calling for the same exact thing and Bill Clinton calling for the same exact thing. In this film, you'll see Bill Clinton talk about a new world order not once but twice. So really, I want to expose this, like you said, congruent agenda for world government.
All right, Jason Burmis, thanks so much for giving us that inside look on your upcoming film. Comes out, Invisible Empire comes out April 15th.
I wanted to play Jason on RT yesterday, doing a great job in the pre-build-up to the new film, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, but I like the term they used, the New World Order on Trial. In fact, we're finishing the back cover right now. The film is now officially done. Perhaps that should be the thing on the back. A New World Order on Trial, because we've been debating the catch line on the back of the film, or their greatest secrets revealed, or the secrets, secrets exposed. I'm not sure, but I wanted to play that. Lieutenant Colonel Tony Shaffer coming up. And your phone calls and a lot more. And we'll continue to break down all the incredible news, legislation now in the Congress to secretly arrest and torture American citizens for any reason the Pentagon wishes.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans, made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv.
George Washington said, "Government is not reason, it is not eloquence, it is force, like fire. It is a dangerous servant and a fearful master." America's government is no longer the servant of the people and the protector of our liberty, but has become that fearful master. We the people must understand the nature of this government gone awry if we are to be successful in saving our country. America is being deliberately destroyed by a cabal of international gangsters so that she can be forced into subjugation to a one-world government. The God-given, unalienable rights of the Declaration of Independence are in jeopardy. We must not let them be stolen by ambitious and evil men. Utopia Silver Supplements believes it is our God-given right to make our own health care decisions however we deem best. If we can help you with your supplement needs and better health, then help us win this health freedom battle. Visit us today at utopiasilver.com. That's UTOPIA silver.com, or call 888-213-4338. Again, 888-213-4338.
ladies and gentlemen. 1 hour and 33 minutes into this transmission. We're launching the coffee party, as I announced 2 months ago we were going to do. Now Obama has launched a fake coffee party, and we've analyzed it. It's run by one of his former operatives. It's an illegal alien party. And you talk about treason, bringing illegal aliens in and then using them as a political weapon. This is amazing. We're going to be covering this more coming up in the rest of the broadcast. But for the next 25 minutes, Lieutenant Colonel Tony Shaffer, highly decorated veteran. They had Al-Qaeda targeted. They had Osama bin Laden targeted in the months before 9/11. We're not allowed to go in. A lot of that's been declassified. Quite a bit of it isn't. His new book coming out in a few months is going to detail, but it's going through the review process with the Pentagon. Lieutenant Colonel Tony Shaffer is a Bronze Star recipient, more than 25 years of experience in intelligence community, including directing the Defense Intelligence Agency Task Force, Stratus Ivy. Under the lead Stratus Ivy, conducted some of the most daring and innovative human intelligence collection and information operation ever undertaken by the Department of Defense, as well as providing information to support the SOCOM program Able Danger. And he is currently a senior fellow with the External Communications Director of Special Lecture at the Center for Advanced Defense Studies, Washington, D.C. He instructs classes in psychology of terrorism and intelligence analyst, and we're honored to have him on with us. Good to have you here.
Good to be on. Thank you again, Alex. Have a back, so sorry about that.
I want to recap your story, get into the latest developments, right. But you had said off air to me you saw my piece on Geraldo Saturday, and I find it suspicious that within an hour and 5 minutes, the media was already knowing this guy was supposedly a 9/11 truther, and I question, why does the media love to demonize 9/11 truth and try to tie it in with violence when there never was any history of it? They pre-program people for that. I mean, I really see some type of a setup here. I think this whole thing is very suspicious.
Well, I think obviously there are people looking for rationale and reasons for actions that clearly are random. In some cases, I think you mentioned, we talked about that there's kooks out there who simply get well off the beaten path. They adapt whatever view they think is closest to their view of the world. And I think in this case, the individual just, lost it. And I'm the anti-terrorism officer of the division I'm in right now, too. And this is something the Army is actually looking at is how individuals can become unstable. And it's an issue which happens all across society. As a matter of fact, Alex, I recall hearing today somewhere else one of the individuals went bonkers and started shooting people again in the workplace. So, to try to equivocate a kook's attack on the Pentagon and lump it into, try to lump him into a larger organization simply doesn't make sense, especially when you're talking about doing it within hours of the event. I mean, you and I both know to do a thorough investigation, even do a triage investigation, it would take days. So, for anyone to jump within hours and say this guy is associated, you got to wonder what the agenda is, because clearly someone's not being objective. And it's funny because if and I'm going to say this, and it's probably not politically correct, if the guy was Muslim, they would have taken hours and days to try to push away the fact that he was of Muslim descent, because there's a complete opposite take. If someone with a certain background, for example, the Major Hassan thing, it took him nearly 5 hours to disclose that he had a Middle Eastern name. So there's a real problem with perception going on in the press right now. They're ready to jump one way, but they will not jump another. And this to me tells the fact that there's a real problem with objective reporting. So. Okay,
well, take the Fort Hood shooting. It turned out for 2 years he was walking around praising suicide bombers. He was communicating with these Al-Qaeda operatives who are well known, and the CIA has declared national security and won't give Congress those emails. With the shooter at the Pentagon, his family warned months before and weeks before about it. Nothing was done. We have the underwear bomber. I don't know if you're aware of this, but it even came out in Detroit News. The Undersecretary of the State Department said, we were ordered by an unnamed U.S. intelligence agency. Sounds just like what happened to you and Stratus Ivy. We were told to let him have his visa and help him get on the plane. And we have the witnesses, Kurt Haskell and others on the plane, saying a sharp-dressed man without ID, without passport, got him through security.